big storms over the next couple of days. Check this map out, guys. This is a map I drew, and keep in mind, this is not one huge storm event. This is a multi-day storm event through the weekend. And if you are highlighted in these areas, I believe you have to stay weather aware all the way through Sunday. We're going to break down the timing of when the storms will be in your area in this video today. Thanks for checking it out, guys. My name is Travis Roberts. I appreciate all of you who are new and you've subscribed. The channel is just growing faster than I can even imagine. So thanks to all of you for doing that. Also for coming back and checking the videos out. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I'm a former TV chief meteorologist. Thanks for stopping by. I've been out of the television business now for over 5 years, but someone pointed out, I've been saying I've been out of the business, but they pointed out in the comments yesterday that they said, you know, you're not really out of the business, but you're kind of doing your own thing now. You're in the business for yourself. I didn't really think of it that way, but I guess they're right. So let's talk about what's going on across the country tonight. We've got these severe thunderstorm watches here into the northeast. I think these are in effect now here through midnight. Weather.gov is where you need to keep updated with the latest watches as they come out through the night, and also warnings. Stay weather aware in any of these areas where you're under these watches. These are blue. These are severe thunderstorm watches. And then we've got tornado watches out here across Texas for big storms that continue to fire up this evening. We do have an enhanced area of storms possible across Texas. That is the strongest area for tornadoes tonight, but you saw the watches here into the northeast. These storms will pulse up and they'll continue to push off to the east this evening. So by 8, 9, 10 o'clock, they're getting very close to New Jersey, New York, DC. Some of these may fall apart, but you're still gonna wanna stay weather aware through the evening hours. Once we get past midnight, that risk really starts to drop. And then we've got another cluster of storms moving through Pennsylvania. That likely will impact New York into southern New England early on Thursday morning through the afternoon. Now let's back things up. We're going to keep it right here where we are because we've got these storms across Tennessee. Some of these could be really strong in that severe thunderstorm watch where we have that hail up to 1.5 inches, maybe even bigger in some cases. And where we get the severe wind gust, they could exceed 60 miles per hour, maybe more. Now, not everyone will see that, okay? But it's something that we have to watch. Now, as we move toward the midnight hour, this cluster starts to weaken as it moves into the Appalachians. And then we're watching these storms back here, which we're going to talk about right now across Texas. And then we got to talk about what's ahead because I'm telling you guys, Saturday and Sunday, looking crazy. All right, across Tennessee, here's the storms going this evening. These will push off to the east. We've got these storms across Texas, tornadoes possible with these, even some hail that could be really big. And then as we move through the overnight hours into early tomorrow morning, that's some heavy rain across Arkansas. And you know, guys, keep in mind, anywhere we see repeating showers and heavy thunderstorms, there could be flash flooding. That is a concern of mine, especially now that we've got this front just draped out across the country. So if we get those repeating showers and storms, be aware of flash flooding if you live in one of those flood-prone areas. Now, as we head into Thursday afternoon, storms firing here across Texas, Oklahoma, and then boom into the northern plains as this system moves east. These will get strong. The biggest risk for storms on Thursday will be here across Kansas, Oklahoma, into Texas, Arkansas, again, Nebraska, though, into Kansas. That will be the bullseye for the strongest storm. Some really large hail possible here in this hashed out area. And look at the risk. It continues off to the east, and it may not be as widespread as what we're seeing in the plains, but that risk is there. There's a closer look at the plains heading into tomorrow. Tornado risk highest across Kansas, Nebraska, down into Oklahoma, even as far as south, I should say, as North Texas and into parts of Arkansas through the day tomorrow. And again, that hail risk highest in the central plains. And again, watch this area. There could be some storms firing up here that could get a little strong at any given time, especially tomorrow afternoon. Friday, if there is a quiet day, it may be Friday. And I don't really consider this quiet. There's still severe weather risk on the table with storms here. But this is the system that I would say that if I'm worried about, it's this one. As it kicks out into the plains, this surface low will start to deepen here out ahead of a trough, which is back to the west. That low will deepen. Out ahead of it, we'll see these storms not just Saturday, but now into Sunday right in here. How far south, how far east do they go? I think there's still a lot of questions, but the models are starting to come into agreement on this placement here. Now, in the upper levels, we've got some cold air aloft that will be moving east. Somewhat of a negatively tilted trough, which gives you an idea. When these things tip back to the northwest, you'll likely see that shortwave jet, or I should say, you'll see that shortwave energy here dive just to the south of that. And that's what we're seeing here too. A bit of a jet streak Sunday into Monday, there's those stronger upper level winds in the jet stream out on the front right side of that usually is where you see the severe thunderstorms. So the elements coming together enough that the Storm Prediction Center is highlighting this in their extended severe forecast, or I should say their probabilistic convective outlook. That's the official name. That goes through Saturday. These get more broad as you move out in time. So they're not narrowing it down just yet, but this is interesting. Confident enough that they're putting that 30% risk here now for West Tennessee, West Kentucky, also Southern Indiana and Illinois, and back into parts of Missouri and Arkansas. Very active weather over the last couple of days. And I think that the risk from this will continue to push off to the east. How strong does it get? That's to be seen. So if you like this kind of content, again, thanks for those of you who subscribed. I encourage you to do so to keep these videos coming your way. I generally try to put at least one a day out, but over the last couple of days, there have been 2 a day, in the morning and the evening, and I'll continue to do that as time allows. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you next time. Be safe.